Hi, Kathleen here today to talk about the Doily Designs Poker Charm pattern. I'm going to do a tutorial for the club, the spade, the diamond, and the heart. The pattern comes with the free little bag, and this is great for cards. It's just the right size. I have my cards in here, and you can put a charm or two or three or four on your bag and keep your cards in there. I have the mat pattern coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. And we'll get started with a heart. And to do a heart, you're going to need an E hook and worsted weight acrylic yarn. You're going to make a magic ring, wrap the yarn around your fingers, insert your hook and pull the yarn through, and we'll chain one. Now working into the magic ring, we're going to do chain two and then do a double crochet in the magic ring, chain two, and repeat that 2 times. So we'll do double crochet again and chain 2. Now half double crochet, so yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through 3. Now 2 single crochet, 1, 2, chain 2 and 2 single crochet. Half double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet twice. All of this is working into that magic ring. Now we're going to untwist, slip stitch in our magic ring for our last stitch, untwist our tail. I find this a very important step as it helps your magic ring close completely. And then you'll just pull that magic ring. You can fasten off here. I also find that joining creates too much creates a lump, so we're not going to join, but we will fasten off. And then just pull your magic ring firmly but gently. And I don't want to force that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wiggle that slack out of that magic ring, and then I'll give it another tug. And I'm going to keep doing this until I feel all that slack. And I might feel a pop. This is good and normal, but not so much that if I feel that it's going to break, I don't want to pull anymore. And I think that's about all I'm going to get out of this one. I can go back and check that before I weave my ends to make sure that's not going to come loose, because if it comes loose, it will cause a hole in the center of my heart. I will also go back and weave the ends to try to give that some extra support. And that's your heart for your poker charms. This one seems a little lumpy. With crochet, sometimes you just gotta stretch it into place and block it. And I like to even do a dry block. That helps a lot. But this one still seems a little lumpy. Huh. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're going to go ahead, since we have our red out, and move to our diamond. And once again, we're going to start with a magic ring. So then we'll pull that through and we'll do a chain 1. Now again, working in our magic ring, we're going to do a beginning double crochet. So that is single crochet front loop only of the single crochet that we just made. If you don't like this stitch, you can do a chain 2 here. And now we're going to do a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2. I'm following along my pattern here, so bear with me. Chain 2 and then 2 more half double crochet, now double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, now 2 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 1, 2, chain 2, and 1 half double crochet. And then we'll slip stitch join in the top of our beginning double crochet, or if you did a chain 2 in your second double crochet, second chain. And I didn't have time to untwist my tail, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it a little bit there, and you can fasten off. And pull that magic ring tail firmly again, but gently. And again, do some dry blocking here to shape this. And we have our diamond. Now these are good as just little loose things, but they also work best as appliques. So we have our diamond and our heart. And now we'll move to our, I would like to save the club for last, honestly. So I'm going to move to the spade. The club is one of my favorites. So, not in the game, but in this pattern. So, to do the spade, we'll do a magic ring and chain 1. Oh, and then we're going to add chain 4 to that. And I do add an extra stitch here because that first one tends to pull down into the thing, so sometimes it's good to add that extra one. So we'll slip stitch back in the second chain from the hook, although this one might be too many. Now we're gonna chain 2 and slip stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Oh, so we do basically, okay, so we're going back into that one. So we chain 2, so now the second chain from our hook would be that one. So we've made this little, it's the bottom of the spade, so you understand. So then slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's over here. And then slip stitch in the last chain, the 4th one. And then we'll slip stitch back in the magic ring. Okay. I did put an extra chain there, but again, that's going to pull into that, so we're going to assume it's okay. So now we're going to chain 2 and double crochet, chain 2 2 times. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and then 1, 2. And now half double crochet, and then we'll do 2 single crochet. The black might be hard to see. After you've done 2 single crochet, you're going to chain 2, do 2 more single crochet, a half double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and we're going to slip stitch back in the magic ring. And then we'll fasten off. And again, pull that magic ring up. If you see it twisted, go ahead and untwist it. And then pull that magic ring firmly and gently. Oh! Okay, y'all got this. Black is not Hobby Lobby. That can definitely happen. And I find the rougher the yarn is, the more likely that is to happen. I'm so sorry when it does. It's just awful. I will have to redo this one and be more gentle on the next one. As you can see, we do have our spade formed. It's just that magic ring broken like that. And again, that can happen. I can make y'all another one, just real quick. We'll go over that again. So we make our magic ring. And the pattern does say chain 5 basically, so I'm going to go ahead and do that again. And slip stitch in the second chain, chain 2, slip stitch in the second chain, and then slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning, chain 4, and then in the 4th chain, and we'll skip over that 5th chain and then go back in our magic ring. All right, so now we're going to this heavy rough yarn. Now we're going to chain 2 and double crochet, chain 2, double crochet 2 times, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. Now half double crochet and 2 single crochet, chain 2 and 2 single crochet, a half double crochet, and now chain 2, double crochet, chain 2 twice, and slip stitch back in your magic ring. Again, we'll fasten off and try not to break this one. This is another reason I suspect people don't like the magic ring. So we'll untwist our tail and pull gently, very, very gently this time. And again, with those rougher yarns, the more you want to be careful. So we'll pull that. And this one I'm going to be sure to wiggle it a lot. So I'm doing more finagling than forcing. Oh! I felt it let loose. Okay, so this one went without a hitch. Yay! And we have our spade. Again, dry block those. Oh, that one doesn't, it wants to be all poofy. And we have our spade. Whoops. Goodness, that black is hard to see. Now we're going to do the last one, our club. So make a magic ring, chain 1, and once again working in our magic ring, we're gonna, oh, I did it again. So basically chain 5, and then slip stitch in the second chain, and chain 2, and slip stitch in the second chain again. Now slip stitch in the third chain, on the beginning chain 3, chain 4. Now slip stitch in the fourth chain, and we're going to skip over that fifth chain and slip stitch in the magic ring. All right. Now, so once you have your, that's your stem, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to do 2 double crochet in your magic ring, chain 2, and slip stitch back in your magic ring, and you're going to repeat this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, slip stitch, repeat, 1, 2. And then we'll fasten off. Once you have 3, I've done that sequence 3 times. And again, untwisting the magic ring. And especially here, being careful with that black rough yarn to not break the yarn when you close your magic ring. Do it gently and wiggly, wiggle, wiggle, pull, wiggle, wiggle, pull. I can feel it working out of there. And I even pulled some out, so the hole got bigger. Oh, I think I got it. Yay, and we have our cute little spade. This is one of my favorites. And again, just dry block those a little bit. And you have your spade, your diamond, and your club. And there's a free pattern for the bag in there. These are cute little bags that are the size of a deck of cards. You can keep your cards in there. You can sew some spades on it. I put some kings on mine. Some spades, some clothes, or you can put all 4 on there if you wanted. They will fit. Oh, here on the other side. Also, I made the cute little drawstring by just taking 3 strands and braiding them together and then feeding them through there. I love that look for this. It's so poker-esque. And I hope you enjoyed this pattern by Doily. I hope you enjoyed this pattern by Doily Designs. If so, like and subscribe and find more on my channel and on my blog at www.doilydesigns.com. Thank you. Best wishes and happy crocheting. A little bonus at the end. I'm gonna redo those, the spade, the heart, and just the spade and the heart. And first we'll do the heart, and I'm going to do it in white as well. So we'll do our magic ring, and we'll chain 2 and do 3 double crochet in the magic ring. We'll chain 1 and we'll do a half double crochet, and now 2 double crochet, 2 single crochet, and chain 2. We're going to single crochet twice in our magic ring. This can be a little tricky. Make sure you're working over both of those strands, and then do a half double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet, I'll do my last double crochet of 3 and chain 2 and slip stitch back in that magic ring and fasten off. And then we'll make sure our tail is untwisted, and that's going to help pull out any of that slack, and we'll start closing our magic ring, being careful especially on the rougher yarns, as we saw, not to break that yarn. And we'll just keep wiggling and pulling out slack, yeah, till we feel that pop. And that pop lets us know that all that slack is out, and more than likely that magic ring's not going anywhere now. So, and there you have a more shapely heart for our pattern. I think I'm going to do a 2.0 here. And let's do another spade. So the spade is basically a heart inverted, right? So we're going to do start with our stem. So for the spade, we're going to begin again with our magic ring, and we'll do 4 plus 1 for our stem. And then slip stitch in the second chain, chain 2, slip stitch in the second chain again, and now on our chain 4, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and in that third chain we'll do a slip stitch, and in the fourth chain a slip stitch, and we'll skip that plus 1 and slip stitch back in our magic ring, and we have our stem. And I'm going to go ahead and untwist my tail, because I'm going to make sure to work over that tail as I'm going around my magic ring, and this will just help in the end. Okay, so now we'll chain 2, and we'll do 2 double crochet, and we're going to chain 1 and half double crochet, and we'll do 2 single crochet, we'll chain 2 and do 2 more single crochet, 1, 2, many dangers of crochet. Now we'll half double crochet and chain 1 and do 2 double crochet and chain 2 and slip stitch back in our magic ring. And we're not going to join here. We're just going to fasten off. And you want to untwist that tail if it's twisted again. And then carefully, especially with those rougher yarns, pull this very gently as not to break it. And wiggle your loop of your magic ring loose as you pull it out. And I feel it giving and taking. Yes. And in the best case scenario, you will feel that slack completely out with a slight pop. And there we have our new and improved 2.0 spade.